lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now they'll try the jet sweep here.
And Poyer is just as fast as Harris.
That's the danger,
Shucks.
Of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he can't pick it.
Tre'Davious really read that.
Probably should have been there first. So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
Bills nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Can the Bills score?
The Bills offense now, they get ready for their first possession.
Really shouldn't be this easy. Josh Allen is very dynamic. Very dynamic athlete. He should be pressuring our defense more than he is.
Now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Tre'Davious White's upset.
Those are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete.
No chance. Corner strike is one of the worst plays in Madden. It's never open. It takes so long to even develop.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is Harris. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
Look at that wide open hole, because the other linebacker was covering Cephas, which uncovered the whole middle.
Because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. understands the
Looks like they're blitzing here.
Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down.
Yeah, they were.
Not
like it really matters.
He stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5.
They're doing that blitz again.
So what's your philosophy
Hawkinson's going to be open again.
Run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
They did the same exact blitz in the same exact play against us in the same exact situation, and I burned them. Hawkinson's going off today.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Not pretty. I could probably easily sim the rest of this game, but in the interest of savoring the victory and upping our stats, we're going to keep playing.
On play action, Allen.
We're going to play as long as we have to.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Singletary here running out of the gun. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They will run with Singletary. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I mean, Singletary has been their best player. They're completely taken out of their run game at this point.
We're on to the 4th here on
because I can't stop them.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down at 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they
Jordan Reed's going to be catching stuff all day, but it just doesn't matter at this point.
If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Throwing on first down is Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Bills first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into
Go ahead, celebrate.
For a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year.
31-6 with 6 minutes left.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Way to keep your feet churning. Love it.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Ah, that's a shame. That was a nice run.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw is Stafford. Johnson with the completion over the middle.
I wanted him to get the secure catch, but he was more open than I thought he was going to be.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been excellent, but this is 3rd and 14. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Oh.
So they're going to be incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots.
Really,
like
Cephas? That was yours.
More concerned with running some clock and making sure
that was yours, Cephas.
Because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills going to take over again on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter.
Gun split Bill.
Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.
Look how they just switched out the tight end with the receiver, and Madden was just like okay with that.
A while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before
stick routes, angle routes. It's all they can do. Sad. Pathetic, really.
Allen to throw once more. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not.
It's a shame they couldn't have done all this, like, in the beginning of the first 3 quarters.
That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills cut into that lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Now Allen again. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes.
I like how they're trying to win.
Still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
I'm about to say, block somebody, Pascal. Jesus.
Shy of the 10. Whistles now in a timeout.
He's standing there like he actually turned his back to the safety.
1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
That play almost always works.
It's a loss of 2.
Good for them.
Bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 3-yard line.
Try a quick little slant to Hawkinson.
Stafford gonna throw it. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got it. Touchdown Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes
My God, look at the separation.
Big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Hawkinson, I think, has 3 touchdowns. Certainly his best game as a pro so far on our team. I'll tell you that much.
On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
Oh, Madden in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Go! Go, Kuda!
By Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now,
awesome.
We're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking.
And that's why you play these games all the way through. You get awesome plays like that.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Go, Buffalo, go.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the
okay,
way
good for you.
15 before they drop him.
Completely embarrassed yourselves.
And in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep
I mean, like 70 of those passing yards came in like the last drive. For the Bills, I mean.
Totally different style and a different flow.
Hawkinson had a big game.
They get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll have another home date.
8 catches, 140 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that sets.
And of course, here we go. Breakout player alert. TJ Hawkinson. Coach, last week was awesome. Back in high school and college, a lot of teams used me primarily as a blocker, but I've always considered myself a receiving threat. It's nice to be treated like one. Keep throwing it my way. I truly believe I have the potential to be one of the best players on this team, and all I need is the opportunity to prove it. So in order to get him to his superstar, we need 3 touchdowns or 150 yards rushing or receiving. Okay, we can do that. Playing the Giants. I don't know if the Giants have anybody who can cover tight ends in the slot. I think Jabril Peppers is probably still on the Giants at this point. He can probably cover him, but TJ Hawkinson's pretty good himself, so we'll be trying to feed him the ball so he can get that superstar trait. Let's check out our signings real quick just to see if there's any anything different. We don't really need to sign Amani. We don't need to sign him either. I would like to sign Matabuki. He's a good player. Good depth. bad, not bad. Okay, so looking at the standings, Green Bay has lost 2 games more than us. Chicago has lost 3 games more than us, so we're in good shape. Our only division games the rest of the way are against Chicago and Minnesota, so we should, in theory, be able to hang on for that division lead. We're currently the number 1 seed in our conference, which is good. All right, let's go feed TJ Hawkinson that football.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up.
Green Bay and Chicago in that wild card. We're going to have 3 teams from the NFC North in the playoffs, potentially.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come
Nice.
off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really
All right,
well-played
Operation
game.
Feed TJ Hawkinson.
Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not
Evan
have been
Engram could be an
earth-shattering, but
issue
it did
for
make
us.
it big.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 20.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 78 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around
Gun
it.
tray
Didn't matter if
open.
they run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
We gotta give Engram.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking middle. And
Give
it's
Engram some additional attention here.
Engram was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Jones will find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first
Out of the
down
backfield.
as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards there and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates.
Nothing much.
You can take the big shots.
If they're going to keep going that 2 tight end set, we're just going to keep playing cover 2.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Empty
One
giant.
thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Jones from the gun on third down.
Ho, ho, ho.
They sack him back at the 32.
The pass rush has been a real
Three-man rush.
to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely, 4 sacks last
Blindsided him.
That's the first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants